Black Divider ASTA is a very hyped up unit, and he is finally coming to global very soon on the 27th after the maintenance is done. For me, it's going to be 8 a.m. EST on the 27th when the doors open. Now, Black Divider ASTA is, of course, pretty much the best unit in the game, almost no contest, and he's gonna change the meta, okay, for sure. He's definitely gonna be kind of a meta changer and just kind of he doesn't really nullify a lot of teams. He just kind of makes them less good as we start getting new teams, right? So that's going to be one main thing. Now, this video is basically going to be talking about his kit, first of all, and second of all, how much investment should you put into him, not even just in the banner, but also from your dupes. So, for example, should you be using your skill page dupes, and should you be using your mage dupes, which I can't find, which are right there. So, should you be using these on Black Divider or not? Now, a lot of people should have kind of been saving, okay? If we're being real, Finral is just not really that good, okay? And William just works better for ASTA. I've already talked about it. We've seen the showcases. Blue William, supporter William, day one unit is just going to work better for Black Divider. So there was no point to going for Finral. So little things like that, right? We're going to talk about that. Now, I will have a... prepare for Black Divider video like right before he comes out, so you guys are good for that. But besides that, we're just gonna kind of get into it. Now, I always like doing this, especially now that global and JP releases are very synced to a certain extent, because JP's getting basically, if we I can't really pull it up right now, but JP's getting a new unit on Wednesday Wednesday night, when Global's getting it Tuesday morning, for me, of course. Now, one thing to note about that, okay, is that we have a stream tomorrow morning talking about the new mage, which this is really good. This is really good, but they are confirming there's a new mage. And why it's good is because this is before Black Divider even comes out, pretty much a full day before. And if it is a new unit and not Finral or Vanessa, because they can release Finral or Vanessa, but I doubt it. But is it a possibility? It's JP. Yes, they can. But tomorrow morning in 10 hours for me, 6 a.m. EST, they will be showing this, and I will be there to actually record it very quickly before I end up going to school. But yeah, so like, if it is a new unit, expect a video from me tomorrow morning. If not, maybe expect a community post of me talking about the fact that it's a Finral or Vanessa, right? So this is definitely going to affect us a bit in terms of the investment that you'd want to put, depending on how good this unit is. Now, in my head, this unit is either Yami or Raya. But even at that, I'm not really too sure who exactly. We'll have to see, right? We will have to see. Now, like always, right? Wait at least a bit for the leaks to see, right? Maybe we're going to get Julia's skill page in Season 11. Maybe we're going to get some other unit that's really, really good that we don't know of yet. Okay, I'd love to say Yami and Charlotte are confirmed, but because of the fact that they took out seasonal, the keys, the chance to select a seasonal for free every season, it might mean seasonals don't come next season. So that's that. Just wanted to give a little preface. Now let's head into the kit. So that was kind of a little intro. Black Divider, amazing. Dark Attacker, it's fine because he just does that much damage, okay? He has the best skill 1 in a game. It's SP -4 and block HP recovery. Already block HP recovery on Black ASTA is so good, but then you put that with SP -4 and then it becomes even better, okay? Even better, just way too good. SP -4 is such an insane amount that if there's no Noel or no Party Mimosa to give extra SP, you stop them 100% from using the combo, which is crazy. Now, the skill 2 is going to be it's going to be removing all buffs and then giving him self-protection for 1 turn. Now, this on its own is actually fine, okay? But then it adds that if Desperate is not present on self, HP sets to 40% of max HP. So you lower your HP ratio to 40% of your max HP, and this is going to tie in to the passive, which we're going to talk about very soon. But the protection is basically just perfect for him, okay? It's not even needed in a lot of cases, but it's good enough. And then the remove all buffs on an enemy is just crazy good, right? Now, this lets you set up for the future, because obviously, as many of you know, I'm not even gonna stop myself from saying it, because a lot of you already watched the showcase, but as you set your HP lower, it's gonna allow you to do more damage. So technically, removing all buffs is the first person you're gonna be able to start with killing. Now, the ult removes the enemy's barrier, and then per 1,000 defense of an enemy, 5% increased damage taken. Now, even on HP build units, right? If we check that out, just for fun, right? This is on global, so we could check out how exactly that's looking. But like Noel, 20k. Mario, still 11k. Magna, 6k. Zora, 6k. Black ASTA, well, obviously. Then Charlotte, 16k, right? So, you know, That's a 5% damage increase per 1000 defense. And even like a 30-40% damage increase is still pretty good with all the other damage increases he has, which is a lot, surprisingly. Now, this is crazy. If Desperate is on himself, which means if he's under 30% HP, he attacks after inflicting immortality immunity on an enemy. This means that even if they're at 100% HP and they still have immortality, it's going to one-tap. It goes through immortality immunity. It means immortality immunity cannot be applied at all. So it literally ults, if you're under 30%, it ults and kills right away no matter what. And then the best part, dispels all DLTs, which is very good because obviously the burns can kill him after he ults in some cases. And then he has a stun on his combo, and why this is so good is because of the fact, if you look at it, right, Black Asta has a stun on his combo, but you can't use that with Valkyrie Noelle. Reason being, he's defender, so Valkyrie won't be going first. But Valkyrie with Asta, Asta's an attacker, Black Divider Asta. Black Divider's an attacker, which means you could use this stun with Noelle, which makes it cracked. Now, when attacking, this is the passive. Okay, now we get to talk about how he does as much damage as he does. Grants self a damage increase based on the missing HP upon attacking. Max of 200%. So if you're at 1% HP, you get a 200% damage multiplier, which basically triples your damage. And at the start of the battle, if all allies, including yourself, have different attributes and your HP is below 30%, grants an immo buff for 1 turn. So you just get immortality and a 200% damage increase in his passive. Best passive in the game, right? But then you get to the dupes. At the start of the battle, if all allies, including yourself, have different attributes and your own HP is below 30%, that applies Desperate to self. This is good because what Desperate does is gives immunity to status ailments and then also gives SP plus 8, okay, when you kill an enemy. So you get stun block, basically like Black Asta, and then you get SP plus 8 when you kill. Now, this is going to work very well with the skill page, and we'll talk about why. And then when he's at max dupe, grant self total silence at the start of your turn. So a lot of stuff on him, a lot of stuff. He has total silence removal, so he can't be silenced. He can actually be skill 2 silenced, but not skill 2 and alt silenced, okay? He can, well, yeah, stun block, right? So that's also going to be very good. And then he's got immortality, damage increase, all this good stuff, all on his passives, right? So he's a unit that max duping does come in very handy. This total silence removal is just going to be good in the long run, especially with Vanessa on global. This allows Black Asta to go crazy even turn 1. So you got to keep that in mind, because if you don't have this max dupe, also max dupe for Black Divider, I keep on thinking it's going to pull up JP, but I have global open, Black Divider gets 4 speed on his dupes. He goes up to 107 speed. 107 right there. He starts off at 103. I don't remember if it's 103 or 104. Hold on. Let me see. So if we check it right now, I'm sorry for the top, but we're doing this very quickly. So this is what he gets from his dupes. I think some of the best dupes in the game. 15 crit rate, 4 speed, 1500 defense. Kind of sucks because obviously the damage increase, and then 3000 attack. So, you know, very, very good stuff there. So yeah, that's Black Divider's main kit. But we're going to talk about the skill page and then should you summon / how much. Now, if Desperate is present on self, there's a 50 to 100% chance to receive an extra turn upon killing an enemy, and the effect does not activate with cooperation skills used by partners. And then the funniest part is it gives an outright 30% damage increase buff. So no matter what, you're just getting a damage increase at all times, which is insane, right? This is no restriction. You could put this on anyone, which is why just having it at least once is good if you really don't want Black Divider, but it's Black Divider. Okay, I feel like everyone wants them, but I digress. So you need this max dupe, essentially. If you don't have this max dupe, and you're not like high PvP, that's fine. You could go for like 4 dupes or 3 dupes. It's just you're not going to get the 100% chance for an extra turn, which in some cases can be the difference between winning and losing, but it's not the end of the world. But I would say like 2 to 3 dupes minimum, okay? Because listen, even at 90%, I had this skill page 4 dupes. Even at 90%, I was losing the chance. Like I was obviously not getting the extra turn sometimes, which was very, very bad. So yeah, I would say 3 to 4 dupes. Now, one thing to consider, right? Let's talk about basically what you have to play into this, depending on if you're free to play or just a light spender. So if you're a light spender, you're going to be also getting this skill page dupe next season. Okay, so that's number 1. Now, number 2 is that we're getting 1 skill page dupe for free next season. Okay, not 2, we're getting 1. I really want them to start doing 2 again. I don't think it's the end of the world because obviously there's less units right now, but I would say 2 would be so much nicer for everyone. But obviously I get why they don't, because then it would just be too easy. But if we see here, oh, I think I went too far down. I forgot this is a very short and kind of mid-season besides Black Divider. But we've got, hello? Do they not have the events? Played Kinda. So Played Kinda, even if that is further on, even if you don't max Black Divider right away, you have this in your back pocket in about 3 weeks, okay? So just keep that in mind, right? That's in your back pocket if ever. Now, you should have good amounts of this, right? You shouldn't have used this on Vanessa, Zora, or Finral. So you would, I feel like most people should have a good amount of this. But if you don't, like, I just, tell me what you put it on. Just tell me what you use these on if you don't, which I'm very curious. But I feel like many people do have it for Black Divider, but I digress. But yeah, you do want to max dupe him, okay? And you do want to get his skill page kind of up there. 3 or 4 minimum, but 5 is ideal, okay? But as I said, the skill page is something you could work on as you go, because he should still be good, right? But yeah, you do want to summon for Black Divider. You just want to make sure that you at least keep in mind that there is this coming, to not go crazy on these banners. But that's basically it. Just kind of wanted to get into it, get over his kit, and if you should summon, which is pretty much a yes. Okay, definitely summon. And that's it. I mean, his team is actually very easy to build. I'm not gonna lie. So you know, there's that for sure. I'll see you guys in the next one. We're gonna, like, if there's anything that changes or if there's any new info, especially with global, with the coming on global, we'll see what happens. We'll see with the new like standard banners how that goes, and we'll talk about it then again. But of course, tomorrow morning I should be doing this. Depends on what the unit is, but we're gonna hope it's an actual new unit and not Finral or Vanessa.